Welcome to Captain Cash session number 3. Today we are going to be talking about spending money. And to get started, I just want to introduce a guest who's going to help me out during our Captain Cash video sessions.
Hi, my name is Carly.
Carly is my daughter. And so today we're going to start by doing a riddle. So Carly, I'm going to read you a riddle. I want to see if you can guess what it might be. Our riddle for today is, there is an blank to what you can spend. Any ideas what that might be?
No.
No, okay. There is an end to what you can spend. And so as we go through our lesson today, you'll see how that riddle can apply to spending money. And so we'll start off by doing a discussion about spending money. And so we're going to do that by asking Carly a few questions about some of the things that maybe she has spent her money on before. Have you spent any money before, Carly?
I spent some on clothes.
Okay. And what else?
Earrings.
Earrings, okay. Anything else?
I spent it on a Lego set.
Lego set. So the things that we spend our money on, they can be maybe big or they could be small, like Legos. And that can also be the same for the price. Some of these things can be expensive and some of them can be quite inexpensive. And so I want to talk about how we can take all of our expenses and put them into two categories. So Carly, if you were to give me a definition of a need, not an example of a need, what would you say a need is?
Something that you need to survive.
Something that we need to survive. Okay, so what might a want be?
A want.
Yeah, if you were to give me a definition for a want.
Something that you just, like, it's not something you need to survive, but it's just something that you want.
Exactly. It's something that, it's something that we would like to have, but we don't necessarily have to have it to survive. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through a few examples of needs and wants. I'm going to hold up a card, and then I'm going to ask Carly to tell me if it is a need or a want. So our first one is, I'm going to step a little closer here. It's a video game. What do you think this is, Carly? Is this a need or a want?
A want.
That is an example of a want. Next one is sporting equipment. What do you think that would be?
A want.
That's going to be a want. How about a computer?
A want.
That's going to be a want as well. Our next one is snack or junk food. What do you think?
Want.
That's going to be a want. What about a home or a place to live?
A need.
That's going to be an example of a need. Our next one is going to be healthy food.
A want. A need.
Right, that's going to be a need. Our next item is clothes.
A need.
That's a need as well. What about a cell phone?
A want.
A want. And our last one is going to be water. What do you think that is?
A need.
That is going to be an example of a need. That is correct. And so when we're making decisions about the things that we spend our money on, let's ask ourselves that very question. Is this a need or is this going to be a want? And a good spending rule for all of us, not just kids to remember when they're out spending their money, is that we need to spend our money on the things that we need first. And if we have any money left over, then we can consider spending it on the things that we want. And so the last thing that we're going to talk about here today in our short little video about spending money is about creating a spending plan. And in the Captain Cash program, we look at a set of 6 different jobs and how each of those jobs has a different set, or I can say a different income requirement. And so what we want you to do at home is to pick any job that you would like to learn more about and figure out how much money that particular job makes. For our program, the Captain Cash program, we look at things like a dentist, a nurse, a computer technician, a cashier, a mechanic, a construction worker. So that job can be pretty much anything that you would like it to be. But again, you want to find out how much money that particular job makes in 1 month. And then what I want you to do is to create your own spending plan. So I'm going to come in here close. So I just created a real easy one that you may follow after. But what you can see is at the top, it has the monthly income for the job that you have identified. And then I have other categories on here, like how much we're going to spend on a house, how much we're going to spend on food, fun activities, clothes, life happens, and anything that we think is cool stuff. So those are the things that we are going to consider to be a want. And then the last thing here is the category for the total. So you'll add up all the expenses for the month and see if you have any money left over on your particular budget. I want to thank you all for joining us on our video today, which is all about spending money. And Carly, what was our message in the bottle today? Do you remember what it was?
There is an end to what you can spend.
There is an end to what you can spend. Thanks, guys.